Dear student, welcome to my channel. As in earlier lecture, we have talked about the Blue Book of Grammar and Punctuation. In last lecture, I have talked about the content of this book and about the author. The author of this book is Lester Coffin and Jane Strauss. Now in today's lecture, I am going to talk about the all the grammar in more detail. First, I am going to cover the noun, verbs and subject. There is a note. We will use the standard of underline subject once and verbs twice. If there is a subject, then we will use the standard of underlying subject once and verbs twice. What is the definition of a noun? A noun is a word or set of words for a person, place, thing or idea. A noun of more than one word is called a compound noun. Example of compound noun is tennis court and or gas station. There are common noun and proper noun. Common noun are words for a general class of people, place, things and idea. Example man, city, award, honesty. They are not capitalized. Capitalized. Proper nouns are always capitalized. They name specific people, place, and things. Example Chicago Academy Art. For more are nouns, see chapter 2 apostrophe. Next is the definition of the verb. A verb is a word or set of words that shows action. Runs, is going, has been painting is the example. Feeling, action, feeling, or state of being. Feeling means loves. State of being is also known as verb. Am, are, is, have been, was, seem. These are some examples. He ran around the block. Here noun is shown as in the first slide I have shown that we will underline subject once and verbs twice. So here you can see here noun subject is underlined by once and verbs underlined by twice. He ran around the block. I like my friend. They seem friendly. State of being verbs are called linking verbs. They include all forms of the verb to be plus such word as look, feel, appear, act, go, followed by an adjective. Here in the example you can see you look happy, we feel fine, he bent ballistic. So these verbs is attached with the adjective. State of being verbs are called linking verbs. They include all form of the verb to be plus such word as look, feel, appear, act, go, followed by an adjective. Verbs often consist of more than one word. For instance, had been breaking down is a four word verb. It has a two-word main verb, breaking down, also called a phrasal verb, and two helping verbs, had and been. Helping verbs are so named because they help clarify the intended meaning. Many verbs can function as helping verb, including is, shall, must, do, has, can, keep, get, start, help, etc. Next is the definition of the subject. A subject is the noun, pronoun, or set of words that perform the verb. We have earlier covered the noun and you see the pronoun section later in this chapter. The woman hurried, woman is the subject, she was late, she is the subject. Shakespeare in Love won an Academy Award, Shakespeare in Love is the subject. To find the subject and verb, always find the verb first, then ask who or what performed the verb. The jet engine passed inspection. There is the passed is the verb. Who or what passed the engine? So engine is the subject. From the ceiling hung the chandelier. The verb is hung. Now if you think ceiling is the subject, slow down. Ask who or what hung. The answer is the chandelier, not the ceiling. Therefore, chandelier is the subject. Next, rule 2. Sentence can have more than one subject and more than one verb. I like cake and he likes ice cream. Two subject and two verb. Here, I is the subject and like is the verb. So it is underlined by 1 and it is underlined by 2. He and I like cake. She lifts weight and jogs daily. Rule 3. If a verb follow to it is called an infinitive and it is not the main verb. You will find the main verb either before or after the infinitive. He is trying to live. Here to live is an infinitive. The main verb is trying. To live was his wish. The main verb is was. Next, here is the note. One of the most stubborn superstitions in English is that it is wrong to insert a word between the to and the verb in an infinitive. This is called a expletive infinitive. To gladly pay, to not go. There is no English scholar alive who will say a split infinitive is technically wrong. However, infinitive tend to be clumsy and unnecessary. Experienced writers do not use them without good reason. Rule 4. Any request or command such as stop or walk quickly has the understood subject you, because if we ask who is to stop or walk quickly, the answer must be you. Here, please bring me some coffee. Bring is the verb. Who will do the bringing? The subject you is understood. Next is the subject verb agreement. Being able to find the right subject and verb will help you correct error of subject verb agreement. Basic rule: a singular subject takes a singular verb, whereas a plural subject takes a plural verb. The list of items is are on the desk. If you know that list is the subject, then you will choose it for the verb. Here you can see the list is underlined single. This is the subject. Each is underlined twice. That why this is the verb. A subject will come before a phrase beginning with of. This is a key rule for understanding subject. The word of is the culprit in many, perhaps most subject verb mistakes. Hasty writer, speaker, reader, and listener might miss the all too common mistake in the following sentence. Here phrases which start with of. A bouquet of yellow roses lend color and fragrance to the room. A bouquet of yellow roses lends. Here bouquet. Bouquet is the singular. That's why verb take the singular form. Rule 2. Two singular subject connected by are, either are or neither are, require a singular verb. My aunt or my uncle is arriving by train today. Neither John nor Carmen is available. Either Kiana or Casey is helping today with stage decoration. Rule 3. The verb in an or either are or neither nor sentence agree with the noun or pronoun closest to it. Neither the plates nor the serving bowl goes on that shelf. Neither the serving bowl nor the plates go on that shelf. Sentence agree with the noun or pronoun closest. Here bowl is the closest to singular subject. The verb in an either or sentence agree with the noun or pronoun closest to it. If there is a singular subject, then take singular verb. If there is a singular or plural both, then the verb agree with the noun or pronoun closest to it. Here ball is closest to the verb, then ball is the singular, then verb will be singular. Here plates is the plural, then verb will be the plural. This rule can lead to the bump in the road. For example, if I is the one of the two subject, it could lead to this odd sentence. Neither see my friend nor I am going to the festival. If possible, it is best to reword such grammatically correct but awkward sentence. Neither see I nor my friend are going to the festival. See my friends and I are not going to the festival. Rule 4. As a general rule, use a plural verb with two or more subjects when they are connected by and. A car and a bike are my means of transportation. A car and a bike is the connected by and. So, a general rule, use a plural verb with two or more subjects where they are connected by and. But note the exception. There are two exceptions for this rule 4. Breaking and entering is against the law. The bed and breakfast was charming. In those sentences, breaking and entering and bed and breakfast are compound noun. Okay, they are connected by and but they are the compound noun. That's why here we use the singular. Next rule 5. Sometimes the subject is separated from the verb by such word as, along with, as well as, besides, not, etc. These words and phrases are not part of the subject. Ignore them and use a singular verb when the subject is singular. The politician, along with the newsman, is expected shortly. Excitement as well as nervousness is the cause of her shaking. Subject is separated from the verb by such word as, along with, as well as, beside, not. So these words and phrases are not part of the subject. Next rule 6. With words that indicate portion, percent, fraction, majority, some, all, etc. Rule give rule one give earlier is give rule one given earlier is reversed, and we are guided by the noun after of. If the noun after of is singular, use a singular verb. If it is a plural, use a plural verb. The rule 1 given earlier, here you can see what is the rule 1. A subject will come before a phrase beginning with of. The subject will come before a phrase beginning with of. So here subject is the bouquet. But here what he is saying, rule 1 given earlier is reversed with word that indicate portion. So here 50% of the pie. So here rule 1 reverse means we have to follow the subject is after the of. So after the of pie, 50% of the pie. This is plural. After of. If there is a percent, fraction, majority, sum, all, then rule 1 given earlier is reversed. Next, I am going to talk about the rule 7. In sentence beginning with here or there, the true subject follows the verb. Beginning with here or there, the true subject follows the verb. There are 4 hurdles to jump. Beginning with here or there, the true subject follows the verb. There are 4 hurdles to jump. There is a high hurdle to jump. Here are the keys. The true subject follows the verb. So here are the verb 4. High, follows the verb. Here are the keys. True subject follows the verb. There are 4 hurdles. Here are the keys. So if here there sentence beginning with here or there, the true subject follows the verb. So here true subject will be follow the verb. 4 hurdle is the subject, high hurdle and keys. Next rule 8. Use a singular verb with distance, period of time, sum of money, etc. when considered as a unit. Distance, period of time, sum of money, etc. when considered as a unit. 3 miles is too far to walk. 5 years is the maximum sentence for that offense. $10 is a high price to pay. To use a singular verb with distance, period of time, sum of money when considered as a unit. 3 miles. To use singular verb. 5 years. Singular verb. $10. Sum of money. Singular verb. $10. That is dollar bill. Beer scattered on the floor. Beer scattered on the is a high price to pay. Rule 9. Use some collective nouns such as family, couple, staff, audience may take either a singular or plural verb depending on their use in the sentence. The staff is in a meeting. Staff is acting as a unit. The couple disagree about discipline in their child. The couple refers to two people who are acting as individual. Disagree. Family, couple, staff may take either a singular verb or a plural verb depending on their use in the sentence. Next, rule number 10. The word where replaces was in a sentence that expresses a bis or contrary to the fact. If Joy were here, you would be sorry. The word where replaces was in a sentence that expresses a bis or contrary to fact. If Joy were here, you would be sorry. The word where replaces was in a sentence that expresses a bis or are contrary to fact. If Joy were here, you would be sorry. The word where replaces was in sentence that express a bis or contrary to fact. I wish it were Friday. If the word where replaces was in sentences that express a bis or contrary to fact. If Joy were here, you would be sorry. The word where replaces was in sentences that express a bis or are contrary to fact. I wish it were Friday. So here you can see if there is a bis or contrary to fact, then was replaced with beer. She requested that he raise his hand. In the first example, a blissful statement, not a fact, is being expressed. Therefore, beer, which we usually think of as a plural verb, is used with the singular subject. Normally, he raised would sound terrible to us. However, in the second example, where request is being expressed, the subjective mood is correct. Next is the clauses and phrases. Here is the pronoun. Pronoun definition. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of noun. In the sentence, Joy saw Jill and he waved at her. The pronoun he and her take the place of Joy and Jill, respectively. There are three types of pronoun: subject, for example, he, object, him, or possessive, his. Rule 1. Subject pronoun are used when the pronoun is the subject of the sentence. You can remember subject pronoun easily by filling in the blank subject space for a simple sentence. Subject pronoun are also used if they rename the subject. They will follow to be verbs such as is, are, was, were, am, will, be, had been, etc. Next, rule 3. The rule surprises even language watcher. When who refers to a personal pronoun, it takes the verb that agree with the pronoun. It is I who I am sorry. It is I who is sorry. It takes the verb that agree with the pronoun. It is you who are mistaken. This is the correct. If is the who is here. Rule number 4. Object pronoun are used everywhere else beyond rule 1 and 2. Object pronoun include me, him, herself, us, them, themselves, etc. So there is a subject pronoun and object pronoun. Subject pronoun are used when the pronoun is the subject of the sentence. Subject pronoun are also used if they rename the subject. What about object pronoun? Object pronoun are used everywhere else beyond rule 1 and 2. Direct object, indirect object, object of a preposition. Object pronoun include me, him, herself, us, them, themselves, etc. Jean saw him, him is the direct object. Give her the book, her is indirect object. Are you talking to me? Me is the object of the preposition to. Rule 5. The pronoun who, that, and which become singular or plural depending on the subject. If the subject is singular, use a singular verb. If it is a plural, use a plural verb. He is the only one of those men who is always on the time. The word who refers to one. Therefore, use the singular verb. Sometimes we must look more closely to find a verb's true subject. He is one of those men who are always time. The word who refers to man. Therefore, use the plural verb are. In sentence like this last example, many would mistakenly insist that one is the subject requiring is always on the time, but look at it this way. Of those men who are always on time, he is one. Pronouns that are singular I, he, she, everyone, everybody, anyone, anybody, no one, nobody, someone, somebody, each, either, neither, etc. require singular verb. This rule is frequently overlooked when using the pronoun is, either, and neither followed by of. Those three pronouns always take singular verb. Do not mislead by what follows of. Each of the girls sing well. Either of us is capable of doing the job, neither of them. Pronouns that are singular require singular verb. When using the pronoun each, either, and neither followed by of, those three pronouns always take singular verb. Do not mislead by what follows of. Rule number exception. When each follows a noun or pronoun in certain sentence, even experienced writers sometimes get tripped up. The women each gave their approval. The word are and there each end with a silent vowels. Okay, I am going to start today. In next lecture, I will cover preposition and then adjective, adverbs, then punctuation. Okay, I am going to start today.